Hello. So this month we're going to be working quite a bit with the connection between breath and movement so that we can find flow, ease, and the ability to arrive into movements and to leave them. So we'll do about 5 or 6 warm-up movements in this video, and that will set us up for the rest of the sequence. Okay, so if you have sensitive knees, you'll want a towel or a blanket that you can use. Other than that, you should be all good. Okay. So we start this sequence on knees and shins. And up to you if you'd like to tuck the toes or leave them untucked. And we're going to start with a movement where we reach our arms up. And I like to connect my palms. It gives me a little bit more kind of awareness and feeling of my body here. And as I reach the arms up, I want to start to press my pelvis forward. And then I'm going to swing my arms behind me, round through my upper spine, and start to sit back towards my heels. And then again, I'm going to swing my arms, press my pelvis forward, take a breath in as I look up. Breath out as I round and drop the head down. Take this a couple of times, maybe 5 times. Exhaling as you sit back. And you take it in the range of motion that works for you. You don't have to sit all the way back towards your heels. And 2 more, breathing in. Last one. And arrive all the way back onto your knees and shins. We're going to inhale as we swing and twist to the right, so reaching left arm forward, right arm back. Exhale as we swing the opposite direction. Inhaling and exhaling. Let it be nice and easy. Let your head, neck, and your upper spine respond. Not overdoing the twist. And also your pelvis, this bony bit, is going to move. And we take it nice and slow and steady. But not so slow that it feels forced. Finding some ease. For another 3. And 2. And 1. Take your hands to your hips. Step your right foot forward. Now, as you lunge forward, we're going to take our right hip and allow it to kind of go forward with our knee. So it'll feel like you're turning your pelvis towards the top left corner of your mat. Might start to feel a little bit in your inner thigh. And then as you lunge back, I want you to drag that hip point back and bring the other hip forward. As you can see, I kind of roll to the outside of my foot. I'll do that a few more times. So as you lunge forward, let the right hip go with you. You might even roll a little bit into the big toe. And then as you pull back, roll into the blade edge of your foot. And this is getting us through the full kind of rotation of the foot, the knee, the hip. It is all about getting some movement through the spine. So we want to make sure the pelvis feels ease. We'll do 3 more. You might breathe in as you go forward. Breathe out as you come back. And each time testing the length of our breath, the ease of our breath. And we'll bring our hands to the ground. Heel toe your front foot out to the side so it's nice and wide. Ground your left palm and raise the right arm up. Take a breath in as you look up towards your top hand. So now getting the head and neck a little bit more involved. Exhale, you're going to thread the fingertips through the space underneath you and kind of towards the back left corner of your mat. Inhaling as you open up. Exhale as you twist. And again, following the hand with your gaze. Exhaling. And this can kind of be even more fluid. It doesn't have to be super linear or 2-directional. And 2 more, getting that sense of opening up as you breathe in. And exhaling as you breathe out. comes back to the mat. Heel toe your right foot out to the side. Toes facing forward, heel back. And we'll take cat-cow from here. So drop the belly, lift the chest, and start to point the sitting bones up and back. You might start to feel some sensation through the inner thigh. And then round through the spine, tail curls under, and you can really push into that foot. 4 more. Inhaling as you are. Exhaling as you curl. You might really encourage breath to move into the belly space. Let the diaphragm drop down. And last one. Back to neutral spine. We're going to slide our leg behind us. Bend the knee and point your toes up towards the ceiling. And then start to pulse the toe. So we're trying to keep a broad upper back. We're trying to pulse the toe, so essentially the thigh bone, without too much movement in the low back, as you can see. Right? So try to keep that relatively still. Let it be the leg. And you might take sharp breaths in. And then sharp breaths out. Just to emphasize that tiny little movement you're doing. And pulse for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the knee, sit back towards a child's pose. You can stack your fists and rest the forehead down. And start to sense all 4 parts of your breath. So the rise on the inhale, a gentle suspension, and then falling on the exhale, a gentle suspension at the bottom. Take your time coming up to your knees and shins. We'll start again. So breathe in, connect the palms. You might have the opposite palm on top if you like. And then exhale, sitting back, swinging the arms behind you. Let's do 4 more. So maybe breathing out of the nose or mouth, but encouraging that suspension at the top and the bottom. Last one. Coming up, we'll swing. This time we'll swing to the left first as we inhale, and then exhale, swing right. And this might be a little bit of a faster breath, a little bit sharper, a little bit more momentum. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands to our hips. Step your left foot forward. And as you lunge forward into your front foot, let your pelvis start to turn towards the right corner of your mat. So you're letting the left hip come in. You might even let your weight roll towards the big toe, as long as you don't feel any upsetting pressure, pain. And then let your pelvis turn back the other way. And you might even roll to the outside of your front foot. Do this again. Breathe in as you go forward. Breathe out as you rock back. Everybody has a different range of motion, so take care of yourself here, not overdoing it. The main thing is that we want to feel that we are rotating our pelvis. It is turning open on the breath in and turning closed on the breath out. 2 more. Exhaling. Inhale. And exhale. Bring the hands to the ground. Heel toe your front foot wide. Plant that right hand and take a breath in as you look up towards your left hand. Exhale, you twist and you curl. About 4 more. So we're really using these movements to find expansion on the breath in and closing and drawing in on the breath out. Even a sense of coming more towards ourselves on the breath out and seeking out the space around us on the breath in. Last one. Bring the hands to the ground, heel toe your left foot out to the side. I'll show you from the front. So you have your left foot out to the side. And you'll take cat-cow, breathing as you drop the belly with the chest. And maybe bring a little bit more awareness to your shoulders now, drawing away from your ears. And then exhale, press and round. We'll do 4 more. So again, the focus here is not on any one particular technical part of this, but the synergy of your whole spine moving, so head to tail, and how the limbs support that. And you're not forcing the breath, you're receiving the breath, so there's an ease to it. And last one. Slide that leg behind you. Bend the knee and point the toe up towards the ceiling. So little pulses here. Again, it's a small movement, so you might experiment with a sharp breath in and a sharp breath out. Almost like Pilates. So you can take 5 sharp breaths in and 5 sharp breaths out, either through your nose or your mouth. Just to get the sense of that action. We'll do this for 5. 4, trying not to lean too much to the right. 3, 2, and 1. Lowering the knee, take a downward facing dog. In downward dog, you can pedal the feet and feel the whole full stretch of your spine here. And for this moment in this video, take a couple of long and slow breaths where you feel all 4 parts of the breath. So inhaling to feel a suspension at the top and feeling that natural moment when you exhale and you suspend at the bottom. Continue to feel these 4 parts naturally blending one into the next as you walk your feet forward. Bend the knees and slowly roll up to standing. Okay. So those movements are setting us up for all the progressions that we'll take throughout the sequence this month. And if you have any questions, let me know. You can email me. You can come to live class and ask me there. And I hope you enjoyed the practice, and I'll see you again next time.